Thought I'd pop on here real quick. I'm actually cooking a mushroom seasoned pepper pork loin. It's already pre-seasoned, but I'm going to add some of these vegetables that I need to get rid of. I'm going to use some tomorrow for Thanksgiving, so today and tomorrow I am cooking a lot. Usually I try to eat out before Thanksgiving, but this year's a little different with everything going on, everything that we're trying to get accomplished. And I thought I'd hop on just to tell everyone, or show everyone if you're not familiar with buying the little pre-seasoned pork loins, or even if they're not seasoned. And I have done a recipe before with the pork loin. It's a little different than this. Today I am doing the Smithfield Steakhouse mushroom. I do wish I had some mushrooms in there, but I don't know how they would do in the crock pot. So it is 2:30. I thought I wasn't going to be able to start these until about 3. Because I went and basically finished my Christmas shopping today. All I have left to do is to get 2 gift cards for my daughters next week at Hollister. Whenever I work at the mall, at the wine shop, as you've been watching my channel, I work at a wine shop as one of my jobs, part-time, and we are finally opening back up. So, like I said, I usually don't cook much before Thanksgiving. We usually go out, but this time we're really not. I mean, we might be after Thanksgiving, but we're going to have a pork loin and just a little bit of macaroni and cheese because it's just the husband and I tonight. My daughter's at her friend's until tomorrow when she helps me cooking, and then my other one will be over at 12:30. So when I went yesterday with my younger daughter, got some things, finished up all the actual gifts today besides getting my dog some treats, maybe a few candies for the stockings, and then, as I said, the gift cards next week, and then I'm just going to take out money that I'm going to give my daughters for Christmas, because they do ask for money as well, but I also make sure I get them gift cards so they don't spend all their money. I'm going to do that right before Christmas, so I'm pretty much done. I am stoked about that. So I wanted to add cream of mushroom. I've got 2 soups, Campbell's cream of mushroom, to this pork loin. The funny thing is I'm going to put it on low because it's still going to cook for about 4 hours or so. That's about how long you want it to cook, because the pork loin's already pre-seasoned, doesn't take very long. So the funny thing is I thought all of the cream of mushroom was gone because it was off the shelf at Big Lots. Well, I go back down the aisle and I'm like, I'm going to try to look to see if somebody maybe put that somewhere else. Something just told me to do that. I go back down the aisle and there's 2 of them sitting right there in the spot in the same aisle, but someone was going to get them and then they didn't. So I was really glad about that. And I'm sure a lot of people got them because of green bean casserole. I sometimes make that for Thanksgiving, but I'm actually going to be making it for Christmas this year. I'm going to make for Thanksgiving stuffed turkey with stuffing, turkey gravy, homemade mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole, corn pudding, cabbage, rolls, pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce. I'm thinking that's it. So I'm trying to use a lot of these carrots, because if you watched my channel, I'm going to mix them at the bottom. I'm not going to be able to use all of them, and the bad things, I would like to have made some homemade carrots tomorrow to be using these, which I might still, but we don't have a lot of sugar. Not sugar, but honey. So I usually just add honey. So I'm going to add some carrots at the bottom. They're just baby carrots. I've already washed them. I'm going to leave them like they are. And I'm going to add a few more of this ones. Just because these carrots would have basically already been about gone. Well, not gone, but there would have been like not a bag, a half a bag and a bag left. That would not have happened to my rabbit. So anyways, I don't want to stuff this too much with carrots because I do have to stuff it with some potatoes that I'm trying to get rid of as well. Okay, so now, and I'm also going to put a little bit of salt over the potatoes and a little bit of salt over the, or pepper over the potatoes, a little bit of pepper before I add the rest of the cream of mushroom, and a little bit of sea salt. So I'm going to add the rest of this and put it on top of this. I'm adding 2 small cans of cream of mushroom because I want to keep the mushroom taste. And this does have bits of mushroom, so it's a win-win situation. I would have liked to have portobello mushrooms, but cooking them in the crock pot, I guess it would have been alright. Because they're pretty sturdy, but okay. So I'm putting those in there. And now, I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking today and tomorrow, so my younger daughter's going to help me. My older daughter's going to come over with her boyfriend, but not going to feel like cooking Friday, so let's hope not. So now I'm going to add the potatoes. Like I said, I seasoned them some with some salt and pepper. I'm going to season more when it's all said and done in there, but the pork loin is seasoned as well. So I don't want to get too overwhelming with seasons. Of course, some salt and pepper, but that'll be about it. Okay, smush this down a little bit. Hopefully it's not too many. And then, of course, I cut up a couple cloves of garlic, and I'm going to sprinkle that around because we just love our garlic around here. A lot of our meals have onions and garlic in it. Now, as far as tomorrow, nothing's really going to... we already have these like little scallions, green onions. We're going to have those with the turkey. That's another thing. But so there's really not going to be any need to cut up onions or garlic tomorrow. But then... Saturday, I'm going to be making something that uses the rest of the cabbage, some onions, and garlic. Okay, so that's all the carrots I'm going to be able to add. I'm trying to have an even proportion, but I think there might be a little bit more potatoes, a little bit more black pepper, and a little bit of salt. Alright, so then I'm going to take this out and try to get the juices to stay in there. I've got it on low. Like I said, it's 2:30. It'll be done about 6:30-ish, which I thought it was going to be done about 3, but my daughter's friend came earlier and I got to finish all my Christmas shopping. So you definitely want to put this juice there. You want to kind of push this down into the mixture. And you can get all different. One of these around here where I'm at Winn-Dixie, these cost $6.99. Sometimes they don't sell for $5.99. Pork's lean meat. It's good for you. We're going to have this and some salad. And I don't know if we're going to make the... because last night my husband made a chicken wrap, which I'm about to eat the other part for lunch. It was a chicken spinach wrap, feta, tomatoes. I think the pickled sweet pickles in there, and he also let the chicken marinate in it. And then we made zucchini and squash fries. So we were supposed to have a zucchini and squash today, but I don't know because we need to eat on some of the salad, so we're probably not going to have that zucchini and squash until maybe we'll have it mixed with the cabbage tomorrow. I think it will be good, alright, for a few days, so I'm going to kind of hold off on that. And then I'm going to put a little bit more salt and pepper on the top because we want to make sure it's enough seasoning. But you don't want to add any because this wasn't a plain pork loin. So then I'm going to cover it up. And like I said, let it cook about 4 hours. And that's easy peasy pork loins. So, even though there's probably going to be some left, but maybe we can be eating on it Friday or Saturday. I say that because we're going to have a lot of food for Thanksgiving. And then I'm about to have this that my husband made yesterday. And I got to cut it in half. It's a spinach and chicken wrap, and it has chicken, feta, romaine lettuce, butter bread pickles, little grape tomatoes, and then hummus. But I think today when I make it, I'm going to, I'm only going to have half because I get pretty full off of it. I'm going to put a little bit of blue cheese into it. Kind of spice it up. Well, that's a pork loin. They're easy to do. You can set them up in the morning. You can do them ahead of nighttime. Definitely something easy and breezy to cook.